Lights, camera, beer, action. No, wait. Here we go. Action. What is up, you guys? My name is Elias and I love movies. I know it's been like almost 2 months since I shot my last Q&A and I do apologize. But as always, better late than never. So what do you say we go ahead and get started and answer all of these Q's with my A's? What a horrible, horrible intro. 1, 2, 3.
Guerra Movie House!
Alright, got my phone, got the questions, let's go ahead and get this started. The first 2 questions come from AP Studios, and his first question is Indiana Jones or Star Wars, and that's easy, Star Wars. Even though I grew up watching Indiana Jones like every other weekend because it's one of my dad's obsessions. His second question is, what is your favorite Spider-Man movie? And for me personally, it would definitely have to be either the first or the second one from Sam Raimi. The next 3 questions come from Blu-ray Evan. Yeah. That guy. Question number 1. Do you like pizza? Yes. Yes, I do. Question number 2. Simpsons or Family Guy? For me, personally, The Simpsons. Question number 3. Who is your favorite director? My favorite director of all time, hands down, Alfred Hitchcock. Favorite director currently living? Quentin Tarantino, who has yet to make a bad film. And his last 2 questions are favorite TV show of all time. I've said it before, The Sopranos. The whole series is a masterpiece. And his last question is, who is your favorite actor? Joaquin Phoenix. Why do I feel like I've said all of this before? The next few questions come from Movie Mouth, and his first question is, do you have a favorite Blu-ray steelbook or edition? No, because I don't really collect special editions, and I don't even own one steelbook. Please don't attack me. I've said it before, I don't consider myself a movie collector. I'm just a regular guy that loves movies and loves to talk about them. And his next question is, what is the most you have ever spent on a Blu-ray for your collection? I hardly ever buy new releases unless it's something that I feel like I need to have. But I usually wait for Black Friday or for prices to drop, or I go to the pawn shop and see what I can find there. I buy a lot of used movies. But for the sake of your question, the most expensive thing that I probably have ever bought for my collection is probably the Batman set, which was like 120, 150 whenever it first came out. But I only paid 50 bucks because I got it like a year and a half later. And also the Dexter Complete Series box set, which was like 200 to 300 bucks, but whenever I bought it, it was on sale for 150 bucks. The next few questions come from J. David, and before I answer your questions, I just want to say thank you for the support, man. He watches all of my videos, he comments, and every single time I make a Q&A, he leaves a question, and for that I say thank you. It means a lot. His first question is, who is a better villain? The Joker, Norman Bates, or Darth Vader? Darth Vader for sure. Not only do I love Star Wars, but I absolutely love Darth Vader, and he is actually my favorite character in the whole entire Star Wars universe. The second question is, how good is your Spanish? And he suggested I should show you. Let's see, what should I say? I need another beer. Necesito otra cerveza. Una cerveza helada. You see, that wasn't bad, was it? My Spanish is pretty good, I think. Y ahora que tengo mi cerveza, voy a seguir con las preguntas. Salud. I just got a message from the empty theater. Oh man, funny stuff. The empty theater just messaged me on Twitter and told me that if I don't answer his question, he is going to quit YouTube. And I suddenly feel responsible for whether or not he stays on YouTube. That's some funny stuff right there. Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I want to answer his question. Do we really need the empty theater on YouTube? I mean, like, his videos are okay, I guess. His channel is okay. Like, do we really need the empty theater on YouTube? Next question from Jay David is, have you ever met someone that doesn't understand your passion for film? All the time. And his fourth question is, if drama is your type of film, what is the worst drama? Now that is a very, very hard question. I don't know, man. I could probably make a video on like the worst dramas ever made. Next question is from 31 Film Talk. If you could live as yourself in a movie universe, which would you live in? I can't really choose one movie. It would most likely be a Linklater film because every single character in a Linklater film is relatable, is realistic, and I could most of the time relate to those characters. I feel like if I could play myself in a Linklater film, I feel like I would fit right in. Mostly. These few questions are from Dr. Movie 91, and his first one is, do you have a bucket list? And if so, tell us something on it. I know people always say that they want to travel the world and visit other countries and visit other places, and I would love to do that, but at the same time I think our country is so big and there's so many sights to see, so many places to go before I leave this country and go to like Paris or Rome or Spain. Why not visit some of the landmarks here? I would love to take a road trip and just visit all of the very famous popular spots here in the US. This other question is, besides Batman, who are some of your favorite superheroes? My favorite superheroes or favorite heroes have always been the ones that don't have any powers. Those are the ones that I feel like matter more, I guess you can say. The reason for that is because they don't have any powers. They literally put their lives in danger every single time they go out to fight evil. This last question is, what's the movie that you hate that most people love? There's actually a lot of them. I can't think of them right now, but I believe that there's a lot of them. I will say that even though I enjoy Rocky or the Rocky franchise, I've said this before, please don't hate me, but I believe the Rocky films are overrated. Like, I don't understand what's so special about them. The next question is from Gibbs2902, and he wants to know, George Lucas or Steven Spielberg? Everything about George Lucas, you simply just relate him to Star Wars. He does have other films, but I would have to choose Steven Spielberg. I mean, let's face it, even though he has made a few horrible films, he has a lot of amazing films under his belt. Next question comes from Jason Film Journey, and he says, if you could pitch your dream movie, what would it be? Would you want to direct it? And what actors would you want to be in it? That's actually a really difficult question. I would love to direct a film. I don't know what actors I would have in it. Most likely Joaquin Phoenix. And I do know for a fact that it would be a drama. It would be a suspenseful thriller, but it would also sort of be like a crime drama. It wouldn't be like a detective mystery sort of movie. It would just be a drama movie where it's filled with a lot of complicated characters and they're all having a very difficult time in life and they're all trying to figure out what to do because of a certain situation. If that makes absolutely no sense, I'm sorry. But trust me, it makes sense up here. The next few questions come from Bearded Movie Guy, which happens to be one of my favorite YouTubers. His first question is, do you replace movies that you own on DVD on Blu-ray? Because I'm a cheap ass, I'm never out looking for movies that I can replace. I love Blu-rays, but I'm never in a rush to replace the movies that I already have. Next question is, what is your favorite chicken restaurant? That's hard because I don't really go to chicken restaurants. I go to restaurants that have chicken. He also wants to know if I'm planning on having more kids. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind having one more. I love kids. I love being a dad. But we are done. His next question is Batman vs. Superman or Suicide Squad? Which film are you looking forward to the most? Easy. Batman v Superman. Suicide Squad does look really good. I am extremely intrigued after that trailer, but come on, it's a new Batman movie. Last question from Bearded Movie Guy is, name one celeb that you would punch in the face. Right now, I would probably punch Donald Trump in the face. Does he count? But if we're gonna talk about like movie celebrities, Katherine Heigl. Can I punch her in the face? Next few questions come from Ivan Flores, and his first one is, what are some of your kids' favorite movies? My kids love Disney movies, and of course, I take the blame for that. My kids love movies like Jumanji or Annie, Harriet the Spy. Also, what else? The Goonies, of course. Three Ninjas, of course. His next question is, what are some movies that you love, but everyone else hates? I've heard in the past a lot of people talk a lot of trash about Battle Los Angeles. I love Battle Los Angeles. I think it's amazing and I enjoy it every single time I watch it. I also really enjoy Rob Zombie films. I know a lot of people don't really like him as a filmmaker, and I guess I understand that because a lot of times it is filled with horrible acting and the writing isn't that great, but I enjoy his movies very much. I love his Halloween remake. Yes, I will be watching it for the month of October. I have to, because I love it. He also says, what are some movies that you hate that everyone else loves? Again, I think the Rocky franchise is overrated. And the last question from Ivan Flores is, do you paint? And if so, can you show off a few of your paintings? This question actually makes me feel really bad. I'm really sorry because I'm obviously not prepared. But yes, I do paint, which is why I have a paint palette tattooed to my hand. It's always been a side hobby of mine. I have entered competitions in the state of North Carolina. I have won a few competitions, but I've always been very secretive about it. I guess it's one of those things where everyone is their own critic. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I can't really show that stuff because a lot of it is put away, but maybe one day I'll show it off. Maybe. One day. Next question is from Cody Ritchie, and he says, what is your favorite film genre? I've said it before, drama. Next question from Cody Ritchie is favorite comedic actor or actress? Actress is kind of hard. I don't really think I have one, but actor, right now, at this point in my life, definitely has to be Seth Rogen. And the last question from Cody Ritchie is, cake or pie? Cheesecake is the way to go. Next few questions are from Blu-ray Ben, and his first question is, what film do you think would be a lot better if you could go back and change the main actor? And immediately I think about George Clooney being Batman. Speaking of superheroes, another one that immediately comes to mind is what's his name? Topher Grace. Topher Grace from That 70s Show. You will forever be known as Eric from That 70s Show. What makes you think you can pull off a villain in a Spider-Man movie? It makes absolutely no sense. The second question is, on which side do you fall with Adam Sandler? Do you love him or do you hate him? I do still like him. I think he's great. I'm just waiting for that one movie where it feels like a comeback. And I feel like it's coming one day. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. The third question from Blu-ray Ben is, where are you / your family originally from? And do you speak the native language of your country? Like a lot of you know, my wife is white. I am Hispanic. I was actually born in Los Angeles, California, but my parents are from El Salvador. My mother's side is from Spain, and we all speak Spanish. That's it, you guys. That is every single question for this Q&A. And as always, if you guys have any other questions, please leave them down below. The more random, the better. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video if you like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you for watching Guerra Movie House. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Peace out, homies.
Holy crap, I forgot to answer one more question. The question from the empty theater is, if you could jump into any movie and attempt to prevent something so heartbreaking from happening, what would it be? Armageddon, whenever Harry dies, spoiler alert, he gives his life for AJ so that his daughter could get married and live a happy life. Why couldn't you both leave? I understand that someone has to be there to manually disarm the bomb, but if I could change that, I would. And everyone would be happy. Also in My Girl, if I could just be like some forest ranger or maybe a homeless guy walking in the woods, and I saw these two kids playing in the woods and I saw this little girl drop her ring, I would be like, hey, excuse me little girl, you dropped your ring. And then we wouldn't have the most depressing funeral scene ever. But yeah, that's it. I think I answered your question. Sort of. That's it. Thank you guys very much for all of the Qs. I'm happy to give you all of the A's. And I'm gonna finish this beer and call it a night. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.